Welcome to today's video. I'm very excited that you've joined me today because I'm back in the kitchen finally with a Baking for Beginners video. It has been far too long since I've done one of these videos. I think it's been about 9 months, so I apologize if you enjoy this series and that it's been so long since I've done one. But now that we're getting into fall, I thought it's a great time to start up again. And of course, the day that I'm recording this, even though fall was officially yesterday, it is 80 degrees outside, which I do love. I love that it's sunny out and I love that it's warm out. It's just not always the best for baking. But fortunately for this recipe, I do not have to use the oven, just the stove. So shouldn't be too bad. I also do just want to let you know that I am having a bit of an allergy attack today. I ran out of my allergy medication, and even though it's only been a couple of days, today I'm really starting to see the effects. So I apologize if I sound a little stuffy or if that interferes with the video at all. If you are a newer subscriber to my channel and have never seen my Baking for Beginners videos before, I will link the playlist up above, but basically the premise is that I am a beginner at baking. I am in no way an expert and I do not have a lot of experience, so I started this series to try out new recipes, give me more experience with baking, and also teach the other beginners out there some hopefully simple recipes. So I've had this particular recipe that I'm doing today 4 months, possibly even longer, and I just never got around to making it. But today I'm going to be attempting to make peanut butter bars with salted chocolate ganache. I do not know if this is a beginner recipe, so let's hope it goes okay. So there is one optional ingredient, which is sea salt to put on the top. I opted not to do that because I already had to get a number of ingredients for this, but if that's something that you want to include, you could do that. The things you're going to need for this recipe are an 8x8 inch pan, as well as cooking spray to grease the pan. You're also going to need 1.5 cups of confectioner's sugar, 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. You could just break up your own graham crackers, but I was going for ease, so I bought the pre-crumbled graham crackers. 1 cup of creamy peanut butter, 1/8 of a teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1 stick or 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted. 1 cup of heavy cream, 8 ounces, or as I found, 2 bars of semi-sweet baking chocolate. So those are all the ingredients you'll need. You'll also need measuring cups, measuring spoon. I'll get into the measurements a little bit more as we get started here. A large mixing bowl and a smaller mixing bowl. Before we jump into the recipe, you may have noticed we have new appliances. I talked about in my most recent vlog, which I will also link for you, that we were getting rid of our old appliances and getting new ones. However, they were not here by the time that vlog ended. So you can see behind me our new refrigerator, which is reflecting my lights very well. So that's something. And we also got new dishwasher, microwave, and stove. So you may see the stove and microwave in this video. But let's get started. The first thing we need to do is coat our pan. This stuff comes out pretty powerfully, so I think I'm going to try to spread it around with a paper towel. Okay, that seems pretty well greased to me. So the next step is to, in the large bowl, combine our confectioner's sugar, graham crackers, and peanut butter, as well as the salt and melted butter. So I'm first going to start off with 1.5 cups of confectioner's sugar. Next is our graham cracker crumbs, and again that is 1.5 cups of those as well. Ooh, very crumbly. Next we add our peanut butter, which is also 1 cup. It's hard to tell if the peanut butter is 1 cup because it looks filled, but then I don't know if it's kind of hollow underneath, so might just add a little bit more. Okay, in goes the peanut butter. So I've never, that I can remember, had a measurement that calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon. I don't even have 1/8 of a teaspoon. I think the smallest I have is a 1/4 teaspoon. So I looked it up and it's basically a pinch. So it says 1/8 a teaspoon, 1 pinch using your thumb, index, and middle finger. All right, well, I'll give that a try. So I don't know if this is just something that has to do with the cooking or if it's just for slight flavor, but I honestly don't know what this amount of salt would do. And why don't they just say a pinch? So hopefully that works okay. Next is the melted butter. Let's hope this goes well because I'm not the greatest when it comes to melting butter. However, I'm hoping our new microwave will help with that. Well, I am quite pleased and I think I'm going to very much enjoy this new microwave because it has very nice options to soften and melt butter so it knows the right temperature and time and makes it very easy and avoids me exploding things in the microwave. So now I'm going to add the butter and now I will stir everything together. It's challenging to stir with the peanut butter, but I have faith. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, this recipe is from the Food Network. If anybody's interested, I'll try to put a link to it down below. Now it says to press the mixture into the baking dish and set aside. I'm sorry, I told you I'm a bit rusty and I just realized you can't really see what I'm doing other than my head. So I've adjusted that and hopefully this will be better for you. My pan might be slightly bigger than 8 by 8, but it's all I had, so let's hope this works out. Okay, so that seems to be pretty evenly pressed into the pan, so I'm going to set it aside and move on to the next step. Now it says to place the chocolate as well as another 1/8 teaspoon of salt in our medium bowl. And so the first thing that we need to do is chop the chocolate into small pieces. Now that I've chopped all of the chocolate, I have to add that pinch of salt. Again, don't really know what the purpose of this is for. And now comes the scary part for me because I have to heat up cream on the stove and I'm really not sure how that's going to go. Now we're going to heat the 1 cup of heavy cream in a small saucepan until bubbles start to form around the edge. Then we pour that over the chocolate. I really hope I did this correctly because, well, I'll explain after, but I'm going to pour this cream over the chocolate. And then it says to whisk together. Oh no, let's sit 1 minute. So, and then whisk together. So what I was going to say is I'm not the greatest at heating milk products on the stove. I'm always afraid it's going to curdle or I'm going to do something wrong. So I was watching it and it seemed like it wasn't getting those bubbles for a while, and so when it seemed like it was good, I stopped. Now we pour it over the chocolate. We're going to whisk until completely melted and smooth. And then the next step after that is to pour, they're calling this the ganache, over the peanut butter mixture, and then we have to refrigerate it until it's cooled and set, and they said at least 45 minutes but up to overnight, so I'm probably going to go over the 45 minutes before trying it. But now I think it's time to whisk. Hopefully this is hot enough to melt everything. So it looks pretty well mixed and melted to me. Looks like a chocolatey mix, so that's a good sign. So now I'm going to pour it over our peanut butter mixture. Now it doesn't say whether or not to chill it covered or uncovered, so I guess I'm just going to leave it uncovered for now. But so far, this recipe has been easier than I thought it was going to be. I was a little nervous about this one, but so far, so good. So now it's got to chill for a while. I'll check back with you probably in a couple of hours after it's chilled to taste test and let you know how it turned out. Sorry I'm a bit of a mess in this video. Fortunately, my very kind husband has gone to pick me up some medication because I'm feeling a bit miserable. So hopefully the next time you see me, I might be a little bit better. I'm back again. It has been a couple of hours. I am starting to feel a bit better, but still not completely myself. However, this has chilled. It looks edible. So now I'm going to cut a piece and see how it tastes. Tastes pretty good to me. Don't see how you can go wrong with peanut butter and chocolate. It's a little messy, hard to cut out of the pan, but I'm definitely going to keep it chilled because I could see how if this gets warm it might be not that great. But I'm pleasantly surprised that it was easier to make than I expected, and it turned out all right. So again, I'll put the recipe link below if you're interested in making it yourself. Please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more Baking for Beginners videos. Also, let me know in the comments if there are any other recipes that you'd like to see me try to make. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.